I'm not going away. I'm not going away, Omni. I'm not going away, OMNI-ERIS group. I'm not going away. And you can try to fucking defame me as much as you want. You can try to make it look however you'd like. There's no way you're going to get away with this. Not a chance. I have done due diligence and I have compiled enough evidence to show everything that you've done. A pattern of behavior, what you've done to me, it's over. Mark my words. Your time doing this to people is over. There is going to be redressed. It's going to be redressed. You're not going to be allowed to continue to do what you've been doing. And I don't care, Drew, Fortune, Soledad, you're also doing something quite illegal. I don't know if this suit is for you or not. If I figure it is, then you'll be named too. I'm not going away. I'm going to stream every fucking day. Every day. I'm going to keep telling people about this until it gets heard. Until everybody knows about it. Everybody. I mean, I find it remarkable that you're live streaming right now, abusing another person, when you have a lawsuit and you're like, you've also intimidated me to try to get me to drop it. This is gonna be a good example. This is gonna be a good example for how people like you go undetected. I actually don't know how you went undetected. You have committed crimes. Remember every time you brought up Isaac Cappy? And you think what, me yelling and me being, you think that minimizes my credibility? With you? You have no credibility whatsoever. And I mean that to all of you. I'm gonna get this out. This is gonna be seen. You're gonna be seen, and it's gonna be over. Not like your harassment and gang stalking thing. How can you guys gang stalk somebody and then make fun of them for feeling gang stalked? Tell me how. Why do you think that lady thinks she's being gang stalked? Because you are doing it to her. When you sit in there and you make fun of her as a group, and God knows, I don't know if you're going into her whatever lives and saying shit. If you're doing that, you're gang stalking her. I consider what you're doing with your little show gang stalking. I'm telling you, it's illegal. I don't think you actually have any concept of the law. Greg, I don't think you have any concept of the law. You are both children. You have not had any life experience. Not in the real world, because you're not allowed in it. You're not permitted in it. Because you I don't know. I don't know why fully. David, you're about to be fucking put on too. So I suggest you not message me anymore. Okay? You're on notice. Cease and desist. Do not message one more time in any of my chats at all. It is the kind of gang stalking she's talking about, David. You're fucking kidding yourself. You're kidding yourself. You wouldn't know because you're one of the gang stalkers. But I'm the one that got gang stalked. So I know what happens and what it's like. It is that. You're wrong and you are a gang stalker. And You have, I don't know what you've done because I've been focusing on you. But you're about to, that group is about to have a huge awakening. A reckoning like you've never fucking seen. I'm a lot smarter than most of you. Unfortunately, it makes it so that people don't understand me all the time. And I have ADHD, and I have other childhood trauma, and I have so many issues, and that may be a perfect target for you guys. Don't message me ever again, David Bucky. Ever. K-Ride, don't message me ever again. You're already probably going to be named as a defendant once you're unmasked, which will occur. You think it's a joke, and yet I've been at the courthouse and talked to the judge. Communicated with him, rather. It's over. It's over for you guys. It's over for you guys doing this. Not over for your lives. You'll go on. Hopefully, I pray for you. I hope you all have good lives. I really do. But I think you might. I do. But you're not allowed to talk to me anymore. Like, this is harassing me. Okay, and they just like, where's YouTube? Like, Brett has HIV. Do not message me ever again. You're definitely intimidating me. This account is for sure going to be unmasked and adjudicated. I'm not kidding. Like, you might not like my tone, and you might think it's Brett has HIV. What is? And Brett, if you see this, I love you. I'm fine. But this is serious, and I'm taking care of it.
The human system knows how to heal when it's left to its own devices. The trick with the human system is we're in some ways more complex than the actual Earth that we're on, because we have our natural biology like the Earth, but then we have this highly intelligent, highly engineered, incredibly robust nervous system, complex brain system that can either keep us from healing, it can stop us from healing, it can send signals to stop, or it can send signals to start a stress response when there's no real threat around us. But it also has the capacity, this is where neuroplasticity comes in, it also has the capacity to shift and to heal and to direct the body into better healing. However, if the biology is stuck in survival, we have to work with that first. This is why affirmations, journaling, saying I'm safe, behavior change, having a list of things, having a coach, having all these things to prompt us and prime us and remind us to do the things that we know we have to do, while that helps and it can aid, if the underlying biology is still in survival and stress and is terrified of the environment and is terrified of what we feel inside, all that amazing behavior, all that amazing journaling and affirmations and coaching and notifications and all that, while good, it's not going to get us fully to where we want to go, because it's not coming from the internal. We call that intrinsic motivation. It's a little more than that. If we deep down believe that we don't deserve it, and there were a few comments that came in, if we feel that we don't deserve to be robust and healthy and resilient, if we believe that we don't deserve goodness, if we believe in ourselves that we're meant to just be in turmoil and struggle and self-sabotage all the time, that's what we will create. One of my favorite quotes from Moshe Feldenkrais, part of my work, part of my study, is the Feldenkrais method. I call it Feldenkraisian learning, kind of like Newtonian, Jungian, Freudian, Einsteinian. So Feldenkraisian learning, very sophisticated form of neuroplastic work where we work with the body, the mind, the environment to shift and change things. He would often say, and he has said, if you think you can, or if you think you can't, you're probably right. I'll say that one more time. If you think you can, or if you think you can't, then you're probably right. And that connects with how we've really been working in the last 20 or so years with the mind, how the mind can create a reality, and that's true. But if this sabotage is in ourselves, if this stuckness and survival energy is in ourselves, that mind will not be online in the best possible way, because survival stress, that sense of danger, will always win. And this is why we've been stuck so long in this self-help, healing industries, if we want to call it that, because we're not getting to this level. So we have to deserve. So as
I deserve it. I deserve good. I deserve a lot. I deserve happiness. I deserve health. I deserve every good thing I do. I deserve it. I deserve it because I'm a good person. I'm not a perfect person, but I deserve it. if you've had a lot of childhood trauma and your life has been very hard and you feel like you don't know why, you really should look into it as being a source and think about what it might, what does it mean to have childhood trauma? What does that mean? Well, what I believe is that it means, okay, what I believe is that it means that you have a nervous system that is wired to go off all the time. It gets broken. And so you have all these different stress responses for so many different things. And you can't really tell what you're supposed to do about it. Because depending on where your mind's at in terms of self-image, like if you don't respect yourself, you're not going to be able to connect to it. You have to trust yourself, and that takes some work. But I'm not going away. I'm not going away. This is not going away. This issue will not go away. Let the judge strike it down and tell me that I have no, I don't know. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Just like, I don't trust any given system. I guess YouTube isn't going to help me. They're not going to let, I don't know what happens actually. I don't know how they, what happens. Dude, Keats, is that your name, Keats? You cease and desist. Do not contact me anymore. Go enjoy yourself in the other crowd. You're not welcome here anymore. YouTube, you're acting negligently. Why don't you watch my videos? Why don't you watch what happens in the live chats? Why? Don't you see it? Haven't you? I've reported it. Don't you, like, when you've gotten like 5 to 10 reports, don't you think maybe you should take a look manually? You have no cause to say that you were not negligent. There's no way you can't. There's no way you can claim that you were not negligent. And guess what? Section 230 immunity doesn't cover negligence. Do not come in my chat. YouTube has a block button. Give me a break. Google has an alias problem. In fact, you shouldn't be allowed. You should not be allowed in live chats unless you are under your own name, with your own, maybe even your picture. You should not be allowed to come in under aliases. I guess I just really must have fucking felt that I really was insignificant, but I don't anymore. And I don't think you guys, you're insignificant. The group that's responsible for this, I don't think you're insignificant either. I think you're actually quite significant. You have propagated so many crimes. I have, going through the exhibits I have, it's sick. it makes me physically ill when you guys try to assert that I'm paranoid or something, and that I don't like have a grasp of reality, and at the same time you're all hurling defamatory insults at me. Do you think that that's legal to continue to go and harass somebody? I can't believe how long this has taken just to get any judgment, to get any eyes on it. I had to fucking file. And it's not easy either. It's not easy to file a lawsuit. It takes a lot of work. The complaint I just filed is 12 pages. And it's right here. And I don't, first of all, it might be my own address. So I guess that's why you're not going to, there's no turnaround. First of all, you're already, you caused this. You caused this. You. Meaning you, the viewers, not me. Your lack of character, your lack of generosity and kindness and warmth caused this. Maybe I just attract the darkness, but I don't ever ignore it. This is not harassment. I'm on my channel, my content. This is my content, and I stand by the meaning of it. And when you recut it, that's copyright infringement. In fact, I might as well just, I don't know if I'm supposed to DMCA it now or if that's evidence. That's how bad things have gotten because of this. Things have gotten so bad that the only thing I can do now is wait for the justice system to run its course and to speak out as much as I can and to reach out to people and try to be heard. Probably won't be by most, but somebody is going to hear me. Somebody's going to fucking hear my message and hear what happened to me. And somebody's going to care. And not because I'm somebody or I'm no, they're going to care because I'm a human being. They're going to care because they're going to see that I'm a person trying to do my best. I mean, I just feel like you guys tried to kill me. And I'm just supposed to like take that. Or you're trying to like ruin my life. Why? Why? Why would you try to ruin my life? Me calling Michael a bully is not trying to ruin his life. It's trying to help people whose lives he's ruining. That is. This is something that should be talked about. I should be here. I should be shouting out about it. It happened. And I tried to diffuse over and over. And I just don't. get how you can want someone to be in pain and to feel so bad. Doesn't, like, that's what you guys do. I'm not stopping. This is going to go on until it's adjudicated fully, which means you're going to have to answer to all of it. Do not come in. Do not come in here. I don't know who you are. Use your real names. Frankly, if you want to come in here and talk, use your real name. I don't know what the right thing to do is, but I've been trying for a long time to get somebody to help. Somebody to do something. Because I can see that it's wrong. It's quite obvious. There's no 2021 happening again. So anybody who repeats that phrase, good luck. You should have seen how much fucking legal organization I did today. You know how many exhibits I have? Let's see how many exhibits are listed. Look, I have a list of defamatory statements. I already read this on here. I might as well read it again. A list of a non-exhaustive list of lies, malicious lies that cause irreparable harm to my life. 1, that I maliciously and willfully killed a songbird by throwing him off an 11th story balcony. Exhibit A1, Exhibit A1.1. That this lawsuit isn't real and I made it up. Exhibit A2. That I did not file this lawsuit after I already had. Exhibit A2. That I recklessly commit slander and defamation against individuals. Exhibit A3. That I committed fraud in conducting my business, Bret Easton Ellis Books, in 2021. I have an exhibit for that too. That I encourage frivolous lawsuits. Homelessness imminent. That I wear dentures and hair plugs. That I'm lying about having an ADHD diagnosis. That I'm lying about having childhood trauma. That any attempt at good faith discussions were fraudulent on my part. That I am an obvious and well-known liar. That I blame him for all my problems. That I falsified a copyright for my cover of Mark Cohen's Walking in Memphis. That I am incapable of suing him for his actions because I lack any credibility or the functional capacity to do so. That I am a conscious liar and thus a deceitful person in every regard. That I made up the existence of a provisional patent I wrote and filed in 2021. That I control my boyfriend of 13 years' cell phone and email accounts in order to prevent his fans, he is the famed author of American Psycho, the novel, from reaching him. That I'm a domestic abuser. That I'm delusional and not able to discern reality from fiction. That I do not understand the concept of defamation or anything related to the law. That I made attempts to hide evidence from the court. Exhibit A22. This is an overwhelmingly non-exhaustive list. Mr. Thompson's goal is to see my life ruined. It's supported by statements he frequently makes on his live stream shows. This is a fairly well-written complaint for a pro se litigant. I'll tell you, I've heard some feedback. I'm telling you, I'm a lot smarter than you think, and you really are doing a wrong thing to minimize it and to try to pretend that I'm not. And you know, I do think that I will be able to establish a much wider conspiracy because there's a pattern of insinuating that I'm paranoid. And Nick Michalak is a person that did this and then blocked me on Facebook. He will be named most likely in a conspiracy. I don't know if it'll be this lawsuit or another, but I will not allow this anymore. You can't do this to somebody just because you're jealous or just because you don't like their affect or personality. You can't just do it. It's against the law. You should listen to some of the stuff about Illuminati. Let's see. So this woman, she had a successful YouTube channel, like almost a million subscribers or more. And just listen to the video. She sounds a lot like. YouTube has a block button. YouTube has a block button. Oh, that's gonna fix everything, right? So I'm just gonna block every freaking account that comes in here. So that's what I have to do. Block every single fucking account that comes in here to fucking harass me. How many times do I get harassed in that event? Who knows? Who knows how many aliases you have? I'm telling you. I have a ironclad case with case law precedent, tons of examples and exhibits. I'm not gonna give myself up for you guys for this. And I'm not gonna let YouTube say they have a block button. You need to change the way that you operate, YouTube. It's absurd. It's absurd. And honestly, the gall, the audacity for people who come here to abuse me to tell me that YouTube has a block button when they have like 7 aliases. What does it matter? What have I ever done? Nothing. My reports have never been responded to. I block it, and then 10 new fucking accounts come in. And then there's the problem of OMNI-ERIS in that whole group and whatever the fuck you think you guys are doing. You're literally cyber stalking a woman who's is vulnerable. And I did put that in the complaint that Mr. Thompson and group, they tend to pick emotionally vulnerable people. There's no way. I'm telling you. I know what I'm doing. And I'm going to win. I'm going to win a big settlement because I've been tortured for years. Tortured. I feel it. I feel it in my body. I feel like I've been tortured. I feel like I've been tortured, extorted, blackmailed. I felt you guys, you've made my space so toxic. It wasn't like this before that, Michael. You guys need to learn how to grow up and be civil. That's why they're called civil rights. Because they're civil. They're based on civility. I got to feel through all this shit. You know, I know. Oh, yeah. And there's those of you who email my boyfriend. And you fuck you guys. You look, I'm the one going through this. He's going through what he's going through. But I'm the one that has to heal from this. It's my responsibility. And I'm going to do that. And part of healing means winning in court. Because I won't be healed until I do. And another part of healing is just sitting here calling you out every day. Every day. Not slandering you, not defaming you. Saying what you're doing. I don't think that there's a decent person on the planet that would be like, oh, that's okay. It's over. I'm not going away. I'm going to be here until it's adjudicated. And if the judge wants to tell me that my live streams are problematic somehow, then I will listen to him because I have civility and I respect him. But I need this to be adjudicated as ASAP. I'm living with so much childhood trauma that I'm working through, and then this, and all the trauma that it was incurred as a result of the campaign. And I know that there was a campaign to try to make me appear delusional and paranoid, and to actually make me delusional and paranoid. I know there was. I don't even know if you have to have spoken to each other about it. There's a consistency. Oh, God. I mean, honestly, I feel like I'm supposed to be doing this right now. I'm supposed to be here streaming. I wish I had a light. I'm gonna fix that. I'm not going away. I'm not going away until this is solved. That means if every day I have to stream, that's so be it. YouTube, you better fucking contact me, or please contact me rather. I guess you better contact me. That's threatening, but it's not a threat. I'm just saying. Do you know how many exhibits I have of your negligence towards your users? A lot. Like literally so many. Go Jack Rabbito. I don't know who you are. Look, I mean, that's part of the trauma. Is that I have to like fucking assholes. You fucking assholes. Who does this? Criminals. I'm not letting it go. There's so many people that say they've been ignored by YouTube. YouTube, you're a bad faith company. I know you are. I know that YouTube hates America. YouTube hates America, in my opinion. In my opinion, YouTube hates America, and they're trying to destroy America. And that's why they're allowing shit fucks like the defendants to proliferate, and they never take them down. Honestly, I'm gonna fucking. This is in court already. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. I have to follow my energy. I have to respect it. And I'm not going to fucking tell myself that I'm wrong anymore. I don't care if the whole world says I am. I'm not giving in anymore. Because I know I have faith. A very profound faith in God. And I know what he's telling me to do. Well, I'm learning that he's telling me to do this to get this fucking job done. Is that a delusional thing? Whatever. What is God? My sense of God might be different than yours, but I feel that it just can't go on another minute. YouTube, you are a bad company. You are a bad company, and you propagate badness. And there's something afoot at your headquarters, and I can't wait to compel discovery. And if me saying that is held against me somehow in court, I don't know why. I don't know why it would be. I don't know why it would be. That's how the legal system works. Like, you're allowed to know you have standing. You're allowed to know your rights. You're allowed to exercise them. And YouTube needs to be exercised, I think. YouTube needs to be wiped clean. Who's the CEO of YouTube right now? Who is the CEO of YouTube? Honestly, they should be fired immediately. Even if it's new. Susan Wojcicki should also be very much looked into. What is happening at that company? What are you guys doing? Who is sourcing the complaints? Who is dealing with them? Is there too many for you to deal with? Well, maybe you should hire more people because you have liability, limited liability, but liability nonetheless. You have even more limited liability than most limited liability because of Section 230. But we all know now that negligence is not covered in your immunity for Section 230. Because I'm not naming you as a defamer or the person that is libeling me. I'm naming you as a criminally negligent, civilly negligent, I mean. Criminally feels criminal when you're the victim. So forgive me if I misspoke. But I know what I mean, and I'm, honestly, I speak nothing but truth. I might speak fast, I might have pressured speech, and I might, yeah. Look, No one is coming over to this house while Brett is gone. No one. I don't trust anybody. And I really have learned to realize that I shouldn't. Because of you guys. Because of you. Basically. Sometimes you have to look like an outsider to actually make change. Sometimes you have to be different in order to affect positive change in the world. What positive change are you guys trying to make? And if you're not, you're obstructing the public good. You're allowed. This is my bully pulpit here. It's like I can still sort of hear the doubt in my mind, and I think that's what I need to work out. I need to really because I know in my heart, I know in my heart that I know what I know, that I know what I'm feeling, and I know what I'm seeing, and I don't doubt it. But I do have some childhood trauma, and there are like pre-conscious nodes or not nodes, but there's pre-conscious emotion that it causes me to doubt myself. And if you remember me from years ago, you'll remember that I used to go back and forth and say, well, this and that. But no, I don't do that as much anymore. Because I was so afraid of being wrong and being called paranoid or crazy or stupid or whatever that I allowed myself to be gaslit. It's over. And CW Chanter, why are you still in a lawsuit with Corey Good when he obviously defrauded the public, me included? I watched the show. Why didn't you just motion to dismiss? How did you not, as a lawyer, know to just motion to dismiss? He sued you or you sued him? I don't even remember. Either way, motion for summary judgment or motion to dismiss. Corey Good deserves to be sued. I could probably sue him for fraud. He did defraud me. So did Gaia Network, because everything those two said was a lie. And we know that because Corey Good was deposed. And if you watched a little bit of the deposition, you know he is a liar because he says that they're his creations, which means they didn't happen. He created it. He had a permanent restraining order. Permanent restraining orders are exceedingly rare. Anything beyond a TRO, which is a temporary restraining order, is exceedingly rare. So you get like a 3-year restraining order. You've done something bad, probably. You probably assault. A lifetime restraining order means that you must have propagated some sort of fraud against the company on a scale that was potentially ruinous to the company. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar, Corey Good. And if you weren't, you would not, under deposition, you would say what happened. If you went to space and back, even under deposition, you would say it. If you were telling the truth, that's what you would do. Because if it happened, it happened. You don't have to be believed for you to be right. There's all this culture. It's social media, and I'm going to dig so deeply into the corruption at YouTube. I can't believe that I didn't see this, like really see clearly what was happening. Do you know that YouTube is owned by Google, who's owned by ABC, owned by China? So there's been allegations that TikTok was also used to stupefy us. I know that YouTube basically conspired with Michael Thompson and Gregory Holmes. For honestly, it seems that there's an utter preponderance of evidence that that is the case. Because it doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to look at Michael Thompson's fucking channels and see that he's insane and a liar and destructive and a bad person. And violation. Let's look at the terms of service. I guess it's like we don't have to really, because that's it's basically every terms of service has anti-harassment, avoiding harm to the users, avoiding harm. Now they never ever addressed me, never spoke to me, never gave me an opportunity. Their legal complaint system is absurd, and for somebody who doesn't have a high profile, high powered attorney, they're not going to be able to unless they do all the work that I did. And that's why I'm not fucking doing a class action suit. I'm suing on behalf of Todd Michael Schultz. I could, everyone else can do it themselves. I'm suing on behalf of Todd Michael Schultz and the suffering I endured and the torment, the cruel and unusual punishment. And honestly, I can't help you guys anymore. I mean, I am helping you by saying this is facts. These are facts that are corroborated by so much evidence. The internet is forever. Yes, I said the N-word. I did. I said it several times. And it's hard for me to say that I'm sorry for saying it, because I was under such duress that the only reason I said it was to get some attention so that somebody would help me. So I should be punished? So I should be condemned? Yeah, that makes me racist. Okay. Prove it. What is, honestly, I'm whatever. I'm just here. I'm here. I'm clear. And I have no fear. And dear, I'm about to use the legal spear to end your tier of corruption and jeers. Cheers to Todd Michael Schultz. Cheers to me. I'm going to fucking do it. I have no doubt. No doubt. No doubt. None. It's phantom doubt, if there is any at all. This morning when I got assaulted in this chat room, it was so painful. It was like really painful. Some of the things that was being said were like, and I'll, what, I hope, no. I will be speaking on my own behalf. I will not be hiring a lawyer. If I'm allowed additional counsel, I may hire someone. And I also am considering suing Brandon Young, because I believe that he has perpetuated a fraudulent relationship with me in order to stalk me and further harass me. And he's smart enough to know that he's just been advised. Phantom. Oh my God. The CEO. Yeah. Okay. We'll see, Michael. Michael, you're gonna be indebted to me so much. A phantom pain. Honestly, maybe you don't even understand the concept of phantom pain. Maybe you don't even know what it is, because you don't care about anybody but yourself. So you don't understand what a phantom doubt might mean. because you have no ability to contextualize or understand language at all. That's why you misuse words so frequently. You project everything. Everything. You can prove nothing about me. None of your claims are provable. Not one. Not one. I can prove that you participate in an activity that should now be named gang stalking. You harass people, and then they think they're targeted because they're being harassed. And I know how far you go because I know you went into that Discord and created that fucking account TM5.10. I'm sure that was you. The same day I went in, TM5 1.10. That's a real it's a nice way to fucking harass me, isn't it? To scare me and make me a little paranoid, isn't it? Philip taught it. Like this is like so stupid. It's so stupid. It's stupid, but it's definitely worth fighting against. It's definitely worth it, without a doubt. Just because it's nonsense doesn't mean it doesn't have an effect. Dude, if you guys knew half the shit that happens, you guys aren't famous. You're not even remotely famous, and that means you don't know what it means. You don't know what happens. You don't know what happens when you're well known. You don't know what happens to the people around you, and it does. And you guys don't know because you're all kind of you're not doing anything of value. You're assaulting people. You could be collaborating, but you choose to hurt. I mean, it's sad. Go ahead and look. I don't know how much longer you have to answer the look. And if you look, I will follow you. If you like, I will find you, and I will exact the damages. If you don't respond, I'm going to pursue whatever relief I'm provided. I know that YouTube is propagating something against Americans. That's my intuition, and that's gonna stop because I know how to write a lawsuit, a good one. I honestly do. This seems very weird. It's really easy to compile evidence these days. Like, so easy. I know. This is kind of shocking. I actually do believe that there is something at work. Why else would this be allowed? It makes no sense. It's such a simple problem to have solved. Honestly, YouTube could have sent Michael a letter 2 years ago. It would have been over. But they just didn't. They just didn't. They helped him. They helped him. Let's see. This is, my sign that I don't have anything better to do. This is my priority. It's my priority. It's my absolute priority. Is pursuing this, getting to the truth.
That's life.
No.
Please continue. And they keep saying I'm jealous of them. There's people jealous of me even in my real life. And I would be jealous of me too.
I like this, Leo.
That's life.
Oh, maybe I don't. I don't know. We'll see.
Please continue to record her. Don't let her out of your sight.
This is.
If you need money for hard drives, just let me know.
Oh my.
I only put cash in the mail. I don't do that PayPal shit or anything like that. But you let me know.
I don't know the full story behind this, but. Oh, here's another exhibit for YouTube negligence. I don't know if I have the number. I know that when you have exhibits in a complaint, you put parentheses ex dot, and then you have a number or a hyphen instead of a dot. I'm not sure. I think it could be either, but then you have a like A, B, C, D, E, and I'm not. I believe that it would be okay to like use words. So I plan to use all of the exhibits that I'm collecting on YouTube's negligence of people being harassed, hacked. Oh, since fall 2021. Oh, this looks like you're not going to get away with this, YouTube. Honestly, this country is going to fucking overcome its little YouTube problem. And you're trash, Michael Thompson. You're trash. You're not good for America. What you're doing is not good for America. It's horrible for America. You're obstructing public good just by doing what you're doing. Oh, because you have to be in an orphanage to have childhood trauma. My parents hated me. They were never nice to me. They never encouraged me. They treated me like a burden. They called me a liability. They were mean. My mom slapped me several times. She washed my mouth out with soap. My dad would hit me from time to time. My mom would instruct my dad to hit us when he got home. My mom was erratic, utterly erratic, unstable, and scary, and would just go into a rage at any moment, usually against me. She had an idea in her head that I was trying to sabotage my brother's baseball career, and so she held that against me and hated me for my childhood. And she knows nothing about me either. And my father, I haven't spoken to in years, and I don't intend to start now. He sabotaged my career as well when he could have helped it. He could have, he sabotaged it for one by just being so discouraging. That's my, see, like, how dare you? How fucking dare you? How dare you? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? What kind of arbiter of judgment do you think you are? You come in and bully somebody who's, look, I'm under duress. I am under duress, and I'm supposed to be, because this is untenable. I want my career to move forward, and I can't, because every time I try to do something, a bunch of fucktwats like you ruin it. You try to ruin my reputation. You completely steal my copyrights, misconstrue the meanings on purpose. You have a pattern of, oh, I have Exhibit C in my complaint is Mr. Thompson's pattern of behavior. Imagine how many fucking numbers I have there. Like, I could literally have 500. I could literally go to Exhibit C 500. That's how much. So go ahead and answer the fucking complaint. I don't know how much time you have. When was it served? You know, I gotta go check the mail anyway. Childhood trauma. The video that was playing about someone who's doing so. Oh yeah, sound like someone I know? Yeah. Yeah, Michael Thompson fostered an unsafe environment. This girl is a liar. The woman saying this is an utter liar and an abuser and a harasser. And listen how like sure she sounds. That's how narcissists are. They can lie that good. Listen to the truth. I emailed her the complaint. I hope she gets back to me. But listen to her opinion. What's wrong?